How to find local competitors. I'm going to show you exactly how you can use this free sheet that I've got behind me to find the exact competitors in your area that are literally a couple of kilometers away, miles away, whatever it may be that you use. It's literally built for both, so you can find competitors hiding, and it's free. This is completely free. This sheet will uncover anything. Now, the way you get this sheet is very, very simple. There'll be a link in this description. Go down and go over to my sheet. It's going to take you across to this. Okay, so this is all of the free sheets that I have, and this is where you're going to get your local competitor tool. This one right here. All right, local competitor analysis tool. Click on that, and it'll take you across to the sheet. Again, it's completely free. All you need to do is follow the bouncing ball when you set up the sheets, and then you laugh and you'll be able to go through and do it. If you are watching this video and you want me to look up your competitors, ask away. That's what I'm here for. Be more than happy to do that. So I'm trying to kill as much time as I possibly can while streaming. So, all right. So let's run through what this sheet does. Essentially, all right, so this is a local competitor analysis. It's specifically designed to find local competitors to you in your niche. The way it does that is it looks at the categories on Google Maps, and then you put in your geographical latitude, longitude, literally to a pin drop, not to a street, not to anything. You can actually use a street if you want, but I don't recommend it. Use the lat or long. That's the best way to do it. Lat and long, sorry. And then you've got the search radius out to how many meters you want it to be. If you want it to be 10 kilometers, 1 kilometer, whatever it may be. And the results, you can look up to 200 people. And again, this is free. So you can find the immediate competitors. And what this sheet does for you is it'll actually spit out. It's going to look like this. So these are roofers. I've dropped a pin, as you saw before, and I'm going to walk through how to set this sheet up momentarily, and we'll look at a few competitors. But I put in the category that I'm looking at, which is roofing contractors. I work with a lot of roofers, and I've got my own roofing gig. So I come over to the results, and I can immediately ascertain who my competitors are, what their address is, their primary category. I've got their place ID, their latitude and longitude, and I've got how close they are to me, and along with a simple formula that helps me create an analysis. So what this does for you, if you're someone that's, maybe you are a roofer as well, or maybe you're a local business, perhaps you're someone that's looking to set up a med spa, you're someone that's trying to set up a nice retail shop in a busy area. You want to know how many competitors there are around you. Maybe you're looking to set up a coffee shop. You can literally you've got all of the categories here. Look at all of this, whatever shop you want to set up. If you're a gym, maybe you're looking, this is a good one for a gym. Maybe you're trying to find a unique spot where you don't have any competitors within like a 10-minute drive of you. This is really, really good. So you can put all of this in here. So on the analysis, you're going to notice that it spits out, all right, how many competitors did we look at? What's the average rating? What's the average review count? So then that way, before you even sit there and go, do I actually want to open up my business in this location? And if I do, how aggressive do I need to be with marketing and everything else before it actually gets running? So you can see right here, 221 reviews is the average. We can see high threat competitors. So out of the 50, immediately I can ascertain that more than 50% of them are high threat, which tells me that's going to be hard. It's not something where if it was high threat was 10, you can sit there and lick your lips and be like, ripper, this is going to be an easier market for me to go after. For this, for a roofer, that's not the case. And you can see, you can come down and see your top 5 competitors right here and your top 5 closest competitors. So you can ascertain, it's like, what have these guys got going on? Are they actually, the ones that are close to me, are they going to push me out? Because again, if you're doing this for a gym, you're doing this for anything else, you can sit here and go, there is a gym near me, but maybe they're really weak. But in the radius that we've looked at, you find a couple of other big hitting gyms, well, that's less than a 10-minute drive. So you are going to lose out to your competitors. So that's why I built this local competitor tool, because it's just fantastic. So we're going to run through it right now. And again, the way you get this, go to ronaldosborne.org, as you can see down here, like down right next to me here, over this way here, right there. Go there. go over to the website, click on this button here, or click on the link in the description. And this is the tool. All right, this is it. Local competitor analysis tool. This is the one you want. And you get all of these for free too, guys. If you just, while you're here, perhaps you want to generate some leads, go and generate some leads. This literally scrapes Google Maps for you. This one's slightly different. All right, so that's how you get it. Now, let's have a look. What industry do we want to go after? Is there any chats in there? I'll have a look, see if there's any chats, any recommendations. LinkedIn. I don't know who that is from LinkedIn, but yes, we can absolutely go and look at them. So as an example, let's scroll up a little bit higher. That's an interesting one. Okay, where are you? Laundromat. Yeah. Okay, so laundromat. So we'll have a look at laundromats. We'll see, as an example, just all you need to do is come up here, go like this. Okay, so you just put in laundromat. It has to be exactly the same as the category list. All right. So if you go after a LASIK surgeon, see how there's that underscore? You've got to do it the exact same. So when you're looking for the local competitors, remember this is collecting the data from Google. So it's getting all of their information. And if you don't do it, if you were just to type in LASIK space surgeon, it's not going to work. So that's a big caveat. So that's all you need to do. Now we go to Google Maps. Depending upon where you are, if you want to look Fort Lauderdale, you want to be close to me, maybe you want to come down to, I don't know, let's go out to Pembroke Pines. Let's go out here. Now, all you need to do on Google Maps, I'm going to click right click. All right, just right click. That's all you need to do. Click on the lat and the long right here. All right, that's it. Then go back to this, go input, come down here, paste. Now, you can, this information right here, all right? So see this information right here? You can make this bigger and you can make this have more competitors if you want. So instead of it being 50, I'm leaving it as 50 just because argument's sake, it's faster for a live video, but that's all you need to do. So we've got that, we've got the geolocation. Once that's done, come up to the top here, go run competitor analysis. So now this is going to run. Now it just takes a second. It doesn't take too long. Like I'm going to keep live streaming while I'm sitting here talking, but that's how it does it. So super simple, super easy. Like it's not a hard thing to use, and you're going to find local competitors near you. Now, while we're waiting for this to load, at the end I'll do some Q&As if you have some Q&As. Okay, so we've been able to get the 50. It took 20 seconds. Okay, excellent. So now we can go across. Nope. We'll go across, nope, to results. And you can see right here, these are all the competitors. So the way you're using this is if you're thinking, right, I'm thinking about a laundromat here. We've got not so much foot traffic through here, but this is like Pines Boulevard. You're going to be pretty heavy. There's going to be a lot. There's a couple of malls around. It's quite an attractive area to have a business along this stretch. Okay, it's quite an attractive area to have something like a laundromat. So we want to go, okay, well, we looked here. We looked near Best Buys. Who's closest to us? So we can easily come over here and go, okay, just right above my head here, I'm just going to drag this across a little bit. Drag this across, zoom in so you guys can see it so it's a little bit more legible. I'll drag this one over here, even though it's going to muck up that a little bit. I'll try and make her so she can see everything. Yeah, ripper. All right, so you can see distance in miles, distance in kilometers. So if you're a Yank and, you know, me as an Aussie, I still love the kilometers, but hey, what do you do? Now, you can see this stuff here, minimal threat. The one that's closest to us, it's saying that it's a minimal threat. Why is it a minimal threat? This is what you want to look at. And you can see I've given it a minimal threat rating because their overall rating is so horrendous. You can see that this local competitor to our laundromat that we'd be looking at building has a 3.6. but they do have 184 reviews. So if you are looking to set up a laundromat business in this location, you need to sit there and go, okay, they are close, they're not too close, but the thing is they do have 184 reviews, but their review rating is horrendous. So because their review rating is horrendous, let's have a look. All you need to do is go on to Google. Here we go. And have a look. Oh, they've got hideous Yelp reviews as well. So this is them. All right. So this is what you can do now. So when you're looking to find out your competitors, go, okay, why are they getting such bad reviews? Because this is what you want to do in business. Honestly, I've not as a business coach, I've not worked with anyone that's had like a really unique, can say this is like the only type of business in the world. You know, like, yes, I've worked with SaaS people, I've worked with softwares, hardwares that have been unique, but there's still someone out there that has something similar. There's still a handful of competitors out there. So you can't simply sit there and say, you know, this is just nonsense. There's no one else out there. So as a business owner, you want to look and see what they're doing horrendously, like why they're doing, I got ripped off. We took it here because we were doing innovation. Been coming here for 2 years. Sitting outside. Worst place I've ever been to. You'll lose your clothes. We'll never come back here. Ripped off. $5 to wash. Okay, so you can start to ascertain. It's like, all right, so people are getting ripped off. Worst kind of laundry. Plenty of machines out of service. You can see, so it looks like the servicing of the centre is absolutely horrendous. So this is, as you're starting to think, all right, should I be establishing a laundromat business in the area that we looked, in this location right here? We can start to see, using the competitor analysis, we can see, okay, our closest competitor is not good. Like, it's not good at all. Now, the next one, these guys right here, Dry Clean VIP. Now, you can do it. We can do something a little bit similar, and we can just go to the maps. We can put in this location, and let's find out how far away from us that would be. Okay, so we're looking down here. Here's our closest competitor. So that's how you use the local tool. You can sit here and go, right, if we're looking to establish our business here, here's our next competitor. How easy is that for someone else to get to? Okay, let's have a look. Okay. So you can come in here, come off here. Okay, so it's actually not that far away from us. Are they competitive? Like, how strong is the business? They've got 90 reviews and a 4.7 rating. But this guy down here, 4.9, 5.6. And then the high threat, someone that's a really, really like high threat, this is someone we've got to look out for. 4.5, which is pretty stock standard for a laundromat. They're 3 miles away. You know, they're 5 clicks. So let's have a look. This is someone I'm going to be looking at, because this is like the most extreme, my main competitor. Those other guys, of course, are my competitors, but I need to ascertain, it's like, where am I going? Like, how far out of people's way do they need to go to service this? So you can see, like, we're over here, and they're up here. So you can see it's like, and still, if we come back down here, have a look, still some residential areas around us, but you know from their location, they're going to pull in a lot of these people, especially here, as an example. So you can immediately write off, if you're trying to assess this, like, again, with local competitors, you can immediately write off this area here for you winning anyone, because they've got to come all the way down here. All right. So this is how you use the local competitor tool. Like, this is how you actually analyze and find local competitors. This is why I love it. Like, I love this thing, because I work with a lot of business owners that actually have their own like storefronts. I work with chiropractors, doctors, attorneys, dentists, you name it. I work with them. I work with a lot of contractors, finance guys, you name it. I work with them. The thing is, when you're looking to set up a shop, sometimes we can all assume that the area is going to be right. But if you just have a quick 30-second look on something like this, you can avoid a lot of pain, because you don't want to set up a company that, and especially like a laundromat, you'll see a lot of those things on TikTok. It's like, oh, my laundromat made me $5,000 this month, blah, blah, blah. So I'm getting a lot of people actually be like, oh, is it actually that profitable? Can you do that? How would I? First thing is, look at this. If you threw this in and it was just like minimal, oh, you're cooking. Honestly, you're cooking. So if you come back here, you can see there's some opportunity there, absolutely. But you can see this is quite solid. So you have to find the perfect area. You're going to have to find the perfect area for you, because obviously the traffic out that way isn't going to be too extreme. And you're competing with what looks like these two guys are very strong. Very, very strong. These two guys right here. So let's have a look. Let's do another one. See if there's any comments. No comments on that. Let's do. What would be a good one to look at? What's another one? Don't want to look at a liquor store, because to me that's haram. Shopping center, something like this. Something where like dealership can be another one as well. But people will drive for a dealership. What do we want? What's one we can look at? Personal trainer, yeah, that'd be a good one. Because people are not driving for a personal trainer. I can tell you that much. So again, let's go to Google. So let's say, let's go up to Jupiter. We'll go all the way up to Jupiter. Let's go. Let's see what's going on in the middle of Jupiter. Let's see. Let's drop something near the club. Okay. Click that. Just bring that back up here. Boom. Paste that information in like this. Done. Now you come up to the top. Click this. Run competitor analysis. Same thing. She's going to run the competitor analysis. Anyone that has a business that's like in the space of, like, this is good for everyone, but is it something that you should rely on solely? So I'll give you an example. The laundromat, personal trainer, yeah, I'm going to be using something like this until I find exactly what I need, exactly what I want. Because if I do that, if I find the sweet area, the weak area, I guarantee you I'm going to earn more money. Like, look at this. Boom, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. All of our closest competitors, like, it does not start getting competitive until we get, so what we've got, they're a click away. So there's a lot of individuals, but this is kind of a good and bad example. The reason I'll give that is because there's a shopping center near there. So there's a lot of people set up around there. But this is a perfect example. Just ignore the radius, the distance. As an example here, okay? Let's just say you are a personal trainer, okay? And you are looking at an area or any type of business. You're an accountant, you're a bookkeeper, again, attorney, whatever it may be. You're looking to set up an actual shop. Maybe you are a hardware store, chiropractor, these types of things. This is essentially what you want to see as your golden setup. Now, the problem is for us, everyone's within 1 mile, and then immediately as soon as it gets to the 1 mile mark, high threat. But let's just pretend this was out to 5 kilometers, 5 miles. If you could see that everything is minimal and low threat out to 5 miles, maybe there's one high threat. Maybe there's one. If you can go all the way out to 10 miles with that type of reading, if there's good search volume and people are actually looking for your services in this area, because if I go and do this out in Sebring, again for roofers, it's going to be like low competition, of course. But if you do it with a keyword that has a lot of volume, you know, like you are a chiropractor and you know you've done your keyword research. If you don't know how to do that, go and watch my other videos on Osborne Digital Marketing. But if you've done keyword research and you've seen that, okay, there's actually like 400 people. I actually had a chat with a bloke from Australia today. Shout out to you, Andrew. Hope you're cool with this, mate. But yeah, there's an opportunity, let's say, for a certain industry with 480 searches in Brisbane, just south of Brisbane in Gold Coast, that is very easy to rank for. There's not a lot of competitors out there. The beautiful thing about there not being a lot of competitors like this, again, there is, but I'm talking hypothetical, this is out to 5 miles, you're able to sit there and go, right, if I can establish my location here, I can get in there first. I can start to build up some positive brand momentum. I can get people through the door. You're going to cement that location and you're going to become one of the high threats. Now, the way you do that is obviously with business strategy, marketing, everything like that. If you want to learn more about that, book a chat with me. I offer free 15-minute discovery calls, or you can chat with me in the Facebook group, or you can book an hour-long session. That's $150, but you get a lot of insightful information. You get a decade of experience. So I've built businesses literally in like 4 countries now. So yeah, and I'm talking my own companies. If you talk about my clients, you're talking around about 30 different countries. So yeah, I've helped a lot of people in a lot of different spaces, in a lot of different areas, countries, jurisdictions, you name it, I've helped them. So that's that. And again, like the beautiful thing with this is, again, you've got everything you want. Party planner, I want to find, let's do chiropractors. I'm going to do chiros because I want to try and find like a nice example. Here we go. All right, so just chiropractor. Let's go to the input. Boom. All right, we're somewhere where we know there's going to be a little bit of competition, but not too much competition. Do we want to go after money or do we want to go after density? It's a good question. Let's do down Coral Gables way. We'll do down here. Shopping centre area. So there is going to be most likely some competitors close to me, but let's see. And this is how you do it. Like this is how you literally will just keep going. Like keep going. All right. So we're going to run the competitor analysis. Running the competitor analysis now. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys, if you're enjoying this. I'm not actually seeing really any sort of comments come through, so I guess everyone that comes in is just going to get the sheet right away. You're welcome. Okay. All right. No. Nope. All right, here we go. So again, here, look, because again, I've gone near a shopping centre. Look at this. This is a perfect example of don't do it. You've got all of these guys here. Look at this. So see, high threat within 1 click. You've got like heaps within your 1 click. Like I'm going to say that realistically, like that's 4 high threats within 1 click. I know it's 1.3, but within 1 click. Like that's not that far. People aren't going to go, it's an extra 50 meters, I'm not walking that far. That's a lie. They will if they're that good. If they're 321 and 259 reviews, good chiropractor, yeah, they're going to walk an extra 300 meters. So yes, you've got a high threat here. And this is how you use this. So it's like, okay, all right, I can't go here. Where else can I go? Again, we're assuming that the search volume is good. Let's try and find like a nice little pocket, not too close to Miami. Let's try and find a nice little pocket. I want to be somewhere around here. There's going to be too many in here. Too many here and too many here. downtown and all of this. But if I can try and sneak into the residential area a little bit more, because we might be able to get away with that. Let's have a look. All right, let's run it. Run the competitor analysis. And this is how you use it. Like, this is how you use it. You can sit here and just go, okay, you're going to know locally. I'm looking at setting up my business in this area. I'm looking at setting up my business in not that area as an example. You're going to know. So you can sit there and go, all right, where around Miami are my competitors? Because I guarantee you, every single business owner that I've ever worked with thinks they know their competitors. And then when I jump online and go, okay, well, what about this? And what about them? I have never heard of them before. They've got 300 reviews on Google. You know, like all of a sudden you're looking at an extremely strong amount of individuals we've got to go against and break through. You know, like, and that is just because people unfortunately don't know how to use the internet. That's my job. That's what people pay me to do, is to ascertain how strong and how hard something's going to be to go after. And boom, here we go. Okay, so again, out to a kilometer, again, we're looking at 3 high threats. That's not good for us. That's not good. So immediately we can sit here and go, right, if I'm a chiropractor that maybe I'm new, I'm trying to break into the game, I'm trying to find a bit of opportunity. These areas down here, from where we looked at here, down Coral Gables Way, that's not for us. Do not set up your chiropractic business in here unless it was maybe like a second branch. That's when it can be worthwhile, because people can know you. You can have clients from down here. Maybe you have like 30, 50 clients from Coral Gables and they just come up to see you because you're so good. That happens. That is when you can set up your new location. That is when you can do that. But as an example, I wouldn't be doing it. Let's have a look. We'll go with like Tampa. Go down Sarasota and have a look. St. Petersburg. Let's have a look. She's going to be popping in here. What about I reckon do I want to go Clearwater? Clearwater's going to be competitive. It'll be very competitive and expensive too for real estate. No. Maybe I can go down a little bit. And this is what you got to do, guys. Maybe you're thinking of moving. Maybe the missus has had enough, and where you're living now, maybe you want to move. It's like, all right, can I set up my chiropractic center in Fort Myers? Do we want to see change? Let's run it and find out. And this is what you got to do. Like I said, you can use it for if you're local, and I'd strongly suggest that you use it if like you're a local to an area, because again, I guarantee you, I'll bet you $100 that you will sit there and go, Ronnie, I've done all the competitor research, bro. Man, it's sweet, bro. I know who the guys are ranking. I know what they're spending on marketing. I know what their plans are for their businesses. And then I sit down after 5 minutes, I'm like, bruh, bet you $100 you don't know. So use this. Just use this. It's free. And you can ascertain, okay, who's my competitor? Bump bow. Looks like we're not going to Fort Myers. Ooh, actually, maybe we are going to Fort Myers. This guy's close to us. There's a few high threats, but you can see everyone's spaced out a little bit more. Okay, so, sorry, and this one here. So be here, I reckon. This is where we're getting all of the, get rid of you. So let's have a look where this guy is close to our pin drop. Here we got a pin drop around this Hooks Catch Seafood. Let's see. All right. So in this way. Okay, so most of them are probably down here in the downtown area, downtown district. This is where probably most of our competitors are. All right, so if we pull it away a little bit, where else? Ooh, she's going to be a little bit too competitive down there, I reckon. But you can start to ascertain, it's like, ooh, I like this. This is why I like it. This is why I like this thing. The minimal threat one. So the next closest one to us, to where we looked, is 2.5 miles away. So it's very far. So this is where you've got to toss up. It's like, there's literally no one closer than 2.5 miles except for a high threat. Now, if this was this guy and he was here, you would be like, look out, buddy. I'm setting up my chiropractic location here. But because this is high threat, I'd just be like, you've got to get 327 reviews. No, mate, don't do it. That's too long. That's too much competition for me. So again, I'd be moving on. Like, I'd be looking for another area where the competition isn't so extreme. I reckon she's going to be solid in here though. I was to try and get something near the golf course. Let's do this down here, looking a little bit more residential. Have a look, see. But this is how I do it, guys. Now, normally, like, when clients will come to me, when they're like, hey man, what's going on in my area? Is it safe to set up a shop? Like, if we're having a look, they already know what area they want to be in. If I'm seeing that it's extremely competitive and it's not worthwhile, then I'll tell them, like, straight away. It's like, listen, did you know that this is a competitor? Did you know that they're a competitor? They're within our 5 mile radius. Pushing them out of Google Maps when we start trying to do local SEO. Right now, they're running ads as well. These types of things are like what we're going to be I'm going to be telling my client, hey, they're running ads. They're doing this. They're investing this much into marketing. Are you capable of running against them? Like, are you able to actually do that? So, like, when we look at this pin drop here, like what we're down here, all pro services near these guys here. If we come back to it, you can see it's like distance in kilometers. We get to the high threat at 2.7. Okay, like, so if we under our 5 miles, again, like 5.5, let's just start here. All right, we can immediately see under our 5 mile radius. That's actually not that bad that there's 4. It's not great, but compared to the other thing that we're looking at, if I was going to open up here or here, I don't like going against such a high threat that's so close. So this is where you start looking. But this is ideally what you want to see. When you see like this, no red. When you see red, you know you're in for an absolute slog. Like, you know that you're going against someone, like, look at this. This is 1,080 reviews. That's insane. 1,080 reviews is just bananas. So these guys have a bucket load of reviews that how do you beat them? And if you set up your location, if you're setting up your store right here, like you're setting up here, again, I know it's residential, but just for argument's sake of the video, like, look at what you need to do to go against them, to go against these local competitors. It's just insane. It's just insane. So I wouldn't be doing it. And again, that's what we do with this tool. With the local competitor analysis, we can start having a look a little bit more where maybe she's a little bit quiet. Maybe go up here a little bit. Let's go up here. So let's go near the sports complex, because that'll be good for us. So go near the sports complex. We can literally go up here. Let's go to the input and we'll have a look. Boom. And then we'll run the competitor analysis. Run this bad boy. But yeah, look, like I said, the best way of really assessing it is take your idea that you have as a business. This is how I do it with my clients. Take the idea and the perfect location that you have in mind before setting it in stone. Then what you want to do from there is you want to go across to the maps. You want to start identifying the high threat guys, like as an example, these guys again, the high threats. You want to actually find out how far away they are from your business. So how far away they are. So again, remember, we're here. We're near the sports complex, and these guys are down here. Are people from up here going to travel down? Like, you can bet your ass they are. So do you really want to fight this guy and then these two as well? You know, people are normally quite happy to drive. I normally find the 5 mile radius, like, that's where people are normally quite comfortable with driving. So the more you can push out the high threat competitors, again, the search volume needs to be there. The people need to be there. to justify it, because look at this. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Let's just go. Go here. All right. Let's just literally go here. So if we go out here, input, put this in, run it, run the competitor analysis. And you can see how easy this is to run the competitor analysis, guys. Like I said, go over, get the link. The link's down below. If you don't have it, go to the ronaldosborne.org. ronaldosborne.org. All right? Click on this here. Click on this here. That's weird. Was my testimonials not showing up? There we go. Woohoo! Just wondering what's going on there. Where's all my happy testimonials? So if we come up here, all right, that's done. I want to show you something. I want to show you that, like, if you run it out in the middle of nowhere, you're going to be like, yeah, baby, I'm setting up here. It's made a liar of me. Oh, kind of has and hasn't. You've got one high threat, but you've got a small ass area. Like, that's the problem. So you've got one high threat, one, like, who's doing exceptionally well compared to everyone else. Literally double the reviews of the next closest bloke out to the 5 mile radius. Because, like, look, in the town, you can see, in the town, this is out to 3 miles, and then that's it. So when you're looking in a small area, this is where, again, like, if you're thinking about setting up your chiropractic business in here, in this thing right, in this small area right here, you can see, here's all my actual competitors. Like, these are your only competitors that you need to go against. These here, these 9 right here, this is who you're going against. Now, are you better than these businesses? So if you want to come over, you come over, have a look, you'll know them. If you're a chiropractor in the area, maybe you're looking at moving in and you don't know them, start to look them up. Start to be like, all right, well, who's my high threat? All right, let's have a look. It's a spa lounge as well. So they just probably have it in their categories on Google Maps, the cheeky buggers. Yeah, definitely. So you can see immediately, be like, my number one, I got to push that out. So you got to push that out because they're just being cheeky and they've got it as like a secondary category in their business. So you got to push them out. Like, that would not be hard at all. So you can literally, like, put a red line through them. All right, next. So here we go. Let's look at Simpsons because they're actually the closest ones to us. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I want to look at you, Simpsons. Yeah, this is terrible. Got a few negative reviews too. Like, look at those negative reviews. Not good. Not good. Worst place, dirty, unprofessional. Doctor had x-rays done after going for a week. Ooh, not good. Not good. Okay, like, those reviews were a while ago. This is 7 months ago, so that's not good. Like, you definitely don't want that. Paid for 4 weeks in advance. Yeah, ooh, that's going to hurt. That review is really going to hurt them. So as an example, now, if you are thinking about setting up a chiropractic location here, you know, you don't like being happy at someone else's failings for your success. That's not good. God's going to judge you harshly for that. But in regards to as a business, if you can see that your next competitor in the town, like realistically, your only main competitor, apart from these guys here, Big Lake Chiropractic, like one of them, like, I'm not going to this guy. I'm not going to Simpsons because of that review. I'm not. I'm telling you here right now. I'm not doing it. Now, these guys seem to be cooking a little bit more. This looks more professional. This looks more appealing to someone like me. But again, we're looking at a few... What's going on with the reviews? Why is everyone giving such bad reviews? Ooh, 11 months ago as well. That's not good. Very rude. So there's some not good reviews. Again, there's some not good reviews, which is going to hurt them. You know, like, that's going to hurt them. Now if you're setting up and looking to go again and try and win, like we're talking about taking over this entire place. What is that, Okeechobee? So you're looking at taking this whole town over for your chiropractic clinic. You know immediately, okay, how hard is local SEO going to be to achieve? Not that actual hard. And if we come down to the analysis, like you can see, it's like this is saying what the average reviews are for here, but the closest ones into me are these. Now, like the best one, this is pulling in from the whole radius that we set, but they're very far away from us. The ones that are actually closest to us, look at them, 4.8, 4.9, only this one has 5. But again, it's like they're not, if you were to sit there and look, it's like they've got 21 reviews. Are they up and coming? This is what you need to assess. But this is how you can use this tool. Like I said, just go and get it by going to ronaldosborne.org. You'll get this and you'll get all of these. Now, guys, join my Facebook group. If you want to ask me questions directly and not have to pay me $150 to sit down with me for an hour, join the Facebook group. Ask questions in there. I'll answer them. If you have questions, put them down in the comments of this video as well. I'll answer them. And if you want to have a 15-minute free discovery call with me so I can help look and see if this is the right place to set up your business or not, whatever you need in the business world, I can help you. Book a free chat with me. And if it works, we'll work together. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. Put a like and comment, guys. Have a lovely day, and I'll be seeing you around next week.